Today, we are going to be talking about improving your vision by mobilizing your neck and cervical spine. My whole life, I've had horrible vision. My glasses are like magnifying glasses. I've always been terribly embarrassed about them, but it serves a really big problem for me in my life because I'm not able to see very well without my glasses on, which means that my 3D map of where I am in space, or my proprioception, isn't great. I'm gonna see if I can improve my visual acuity or clarity just by moving and mobilizing my cervical spine. So here's how it's done. I'm starting with this little card that's really handy. They hand out in Z Health, and you'll notice that there are numbers of the font size and a little sentence written in that font size, getting progressively smaller as we go down. So take a minute, pause this video, go to your computer, and start with a relatively big font size and continue to go down and down and down and down and down until you're in a pretty small font size that's even hard for you to read. When you're ready, come back and let's restart this video. Okay, so we have our cards, we're ready to read really small fonts. What I want you to do is hold that card, arm's length distance away from you, and I want you to try to read the smallest sentence that you can read without stumbling, stopping, or straining your eyes really hard. So for me, that's at about a 10-point font. That's all I can really do without my contacts or glasses on. Let's see if we can make this a little bit better by mobilizing our cervical spine. So we'll start standing nice and tall here, and you know these first two. We're just gonna tip one ear to one shoulder and then to the other side. All you need to focus on here is keeping the spine nice and long, so we don't want to see any kind of side bending here as we start to move. The next thing we're gonna do is rotation. So just take your eyes looking over one shoulder and then the other. Trying not to rotate your torso here or lift one shoulder to the ear or chin. Just moving to open up the rotation of the cervical spine. Next thing, we're gonna do our lateral glides, and this one's a little challenging for me, so I like to make goalposts with my fingers. And you're gonna think of sliding one cheek over to one goalpost and the other cheek to the other. Try this a few times. It's hard for me to do while talking. Keeping that head sliding from one shoulder to the next. Good. You might have found that that was a little bit strenuous, but really your neck and cervical spine are meant to move this way. And here's one of my last favorites. I'll usually put a hand under my chin to help guide me through it. We call these AP glides, so anterior posterior cervical glides. Keeping your chin connected to the tops of those fingers, you're just going to glide the neck forward and back. That's it. Forward and back. Just a couple times here. If the chin is lifting off, that's a key that you might not be doing this exactly the right way. So having this hand here to give you that feedback is a nice way to ensure you're doing this exercise properly. Last thing we'll do is try to put them all together and see if we can do some cervical circles. So reaching for one goalpost, sliding the head back to the other side and sliding it forward. Try a few in each direction. That's it. We didn't do a lot here, but go ahead and pick up that card that you made of the different fonts, and let's see if you can read a slightly smaller font size than you were able to before. So for me, I'll pick it up, and I'm able to read an 8-point font now, without my glasses and without my contacts. Now, this isn't something that's just gonna last from doing this one time. These are drills that you can put into your everyday practice, especially if you suffer from vision issues like I do. I hope that this has been a really helpful and informative video, and if you have any questions at all about this or anything else concerning the mind-body connection, please leave a comment below, and I'll be sure to make a video for that. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.